Hey everybody, Rhys Thomas here of the Rhys Thomas Institute of Energy Medicine. And I am thrilled to be able to bring to you today some information about something that is really a deep purpose and mission for me in my life, which are the chakras and how to heal the chakras. And so many people are now doing energy medicine and working with the chakras and healing themselves through their physical body, their emotional body, their sense of self, their self-esteem, their relationships, through how they speak in the world, how they share themselves in the world. And I run the Rhys Thomas Institute of Energy Medicine, and what we are really finding is that chakras can be opened in a lot of different ways, but they only stay open in a very specific way when the person is connected to that openness and that feeling deep within them, to a deeper purpose. So each of us have a first chakra that is a body type, a very specific body type, and an energy, and we have a very specific family and where we live in the world. And then we all have a specific, so each of us has a unique body, and we all have a unique emotional capacity within us. Each one of us feel a little differently than everybody else, and we could probably solve some of your relationship issues by realizing that nobody else really feels exactly the way you do, even though sometimes you can feel like, oh, you should have known how I felt. But we're working with how to express ourselves in a unique way. And so then that gets up to our third chakra, where we are expressing that body expresses our emotions in a very unique way, and that makes us very unique in the world, the third chakra. And then we have the fourth chakra, where we are coming into relationship with that unique person. Once I know who I am, it's like, yeah, I want to be in relationship with you, with other people, and share this uniqueness, this amazing thing, this Rhys. I want to share that with people, and that's the fourth chakra. And then, of course, when you're in the heart and you're in those relationships, you want to be able to speak your heart's truth. That's the fifth chakra. And you want to be able to say, I love you, or I love playing with you, or this is great, or stop, or whatever you want to say. You want to be able to communicate in that relationship. And then beyond that, you want to be able to get up and see how that relationship and all of your relationships are really, are really sort of where you belong in the world. In the sixth chakra, that's the sixth chakra's job. And then the seventh chakra shows you that within that whole context of all of those things, and that whole funnel of who you are, where you are, and what you're doing, and who you're doing it with, there's infinite possibility. And so those are the seven chakras. Now, what we do with people in the school is we teach them how to heal in those seven chakras, and how to heal permanently in those seven chakras is something that is not well known. And I want to share that with you. So those are all the chakras. Those chakras are just amazing. And everybody is aware that they have these chakras, and we can heal at each of those levels. We can heal at the physical level. We can heal at the emotional level. We can heal at the level of self-esteem and personality. We can heal in our relationships. We can get therapy and couples therapy if we need to. We can heal at those levels. At the level of relationship, we can heal how we speak and how we have our internal voice and all of that, all these chakras. We can also sort of heal how we see and perceive the world, or don't project onto things. We see things more clearly. And we can also heal around what our possibilities are in our life. The problem is that when we think that we have any purpose, we're taught as a child that we are able to be anything you want to be. So you're taught by your parents, and I think it's one of the biggest lies that our parents say. They say, you can be anything you want to be. And the truth is, what we found in working with thousands of people on their energy is that there isn't, and you can't become anything you want to become. There's really only one thing you can become. And that one thing you can become is you, is this quality you've had ever since you were a little child. And what we found is that at the deeper spiritual level, at the soul level within each one of us, there are five basic qualities, five amazing purposes in the world. And we see these people out in the world. We see people who are leaders, right? People that are out there and they're doing things and they're challenging and they're taking things on and they're strong and they're willful and they're inspiring. And we have people like that. And maybe as I talk about these five, you can maybe recognize yourself in some of these. And Then there are people that are the achievers in the world, and they are people that are much more organized, and they sit up really straight, and they're the chiropractor's worst dream because they have very good posture, and they take care of themselves, and they're strong, and they're smart and diligent, and they often have many or letters behind their name. And then there are people that are very caretaking and loving, and they give you a big hug, and they're really warm, and we know those people, right? And each of those other two, the sort of charming, charismatic leaders, the more structured, organized, focused, achievers in the world, and then these caretakers who just care about you and call you up and say, hey, I just want to call and say hi, and I was thinking about you, and they're those. And then there are people that are just soft. And we know these people too. They're just super soft. And if you talk too loud, they're like, oh, you're talking too loud. But they're also very loving and gentle and emotional. And they are the people that really carry the deepest sort of compassion and love in the world. And they're slower and softer. And soft, slow yoga type people. And then you have people a little bit more like me, which are like super sort of like flow of consciousness, enjoying their life, having a great time with ideas and creativity. And they're super creative in the way they do things in their life. And so we found that these 5 soul qualities, and if you think of another one, please write me, and let me know what that other quality is, because we really see in each person that each person has one of these qualities. And amazingly, those qualities are foundational. Those are at the soul and sort of deep spiritual level. I studied martial arts for many, many years. There's this line called the Hara line, or the life purpose line, that on that line of energy, there's a purpose, there's a mission in our life. And that mission is to be one of those 5 things. And our chakras actually serve that purpose. And if you don't know that purpose, it's very difficult to heal your chakras and keep them permanently or consistently healed and growing, because when we think we're somebody that we aren't, so for instance, maybe you're really a leader, but being a leader in your family didn't work out so well because you had 2 strong parents, and so you became a helper. And throughout your life, you've been thinking, wow, I'm really a helper, but your chakras are very specifically designed to serve a leader, not a helper. And so you'll get sick. You won't understand your relationships. You won't understand why people don't listen to you. You won't understand why you don't feel fulfilled by what you're doing in your life. And so, what I want to share with you is that one of the most important things you can understand is this deeper quality within you. Which of those 5 do you think you are? Which of those 5 were you when you were a little kid? When you had, when you could do anything? Which of those 5 were you? Because it's more likely you knew who you were when you were little, when you were 3 or 4 years old, and just a little wild animal. When you were doing that, that's the person that you are. That's the person that your chakras need to serve. So when we do energy medicine with people and teach people how to heal themselves, it's important, it's imperative that they simultaneously know their purpose along with this dimension of their life that isn't maybe working out. And usually, and almost always, the illness or the issue in the life is not based on whether they're capable of handling it or not, but I'm bringing the wrong person to the job. So, my name's Rhys Thomas, and I love to share this idea with you, because this is one thing that has transformed more people than I've ever seen anything else do.